Shinichiro Asano is a 16-year-old high schooler whose parents abandoned him to live in Europe. Therefore, Shinichiro has to do part-time jobs to support himself. One evening, while returning home, he gets captured by a huge centipede monster. Fortunately, he is saved by a mysterious girl who kills the monster with an arrow. The next day at school, Shinichiro and his friend Nayaki Yukibo run into Sakuya Shimazu, a beautiful girl from an upper-class family. However, the thing that attracted Shinichiro was not just her beauty but also her resemblance to the girl who saved him. Shinichiro asks his teacher, Nishiko, to help him find a job as he got fired from the last one. Since Shinichiro is good at cleaning, she asks him to clean up the chemistry lab. While working, Shinichiro hears a loud scream and checks it out. He finds his school fellows, Fuzuki and Kanye, sitting around a girl covered in blood. Shinichiro tells them to take the girl to the hospital and save others from the monster he sees in the corridor. On reaching the school garden, Shinichiro finds a girl trapped by an arrow. He frees her immediately but gets scolded by Sakuya. She tells Shinichiro that the girl is a two-tailed cat spirit, one of the specters that come from the world of the dead. They attack humans while putting them in an illusion of pleasure to steal their life force. Sakuya asks him to help her to look for the spirit. He lets go of his payback for saving Shinichiro's life. Sakuya puts a protective spell barrier around the school and searches for the two-tailed cat. However, they come across an even stronger and rare beast that controls lightning. The beast uses its lightning to attack, and Sakuya headshots the beast to no effect. To increase its power, the beast absorbs the electrical power of the whole city, causing a blackout. Cat Girl tries to help out, however, her human form is useless. Sakuya uses all her bow techniques, but they are ineffective on the beast. Her life forces start getting drained by the beast. To stop it, Shinichiro pulls out his improvised hidden weapon, a wooden sand rake. He manages to stop the beast but gets pushed away. Cat Girl finally changes to a giant cat form and jumps in to help, struggling to dodge some lightning. Shinichiro accidentally kisses Sakuya. The kiss makes Shinichiro see a flashback of Sakuya's life while it also heals and increases her power, which makes it possible for her to seal the huge beast. After the fight, the cat girl tries to escape, but Sakuya stops her. Shinichiro convinces Sakuya to let the cat girl go because she helped them. Cat girl feels grateful and gives Shinichiro a kiss, which makes Shinichiro get a flashback of her life, and he speaks out her real name, Tom. Calling a specter by its real name makes it your slave, so Tama considers Shinichiro as her master from now on and follows him everywhere. While visiting Sakuya's home, Shinichiro comes to know that Nishiko is Sakuya's guardian while her family lives in Kamakura. Meishiko chooses Shinichiro as the home cleaner as she believes he needs to stay near Sakuya. Sakuya informs Shinichiro about the opening of another gate from which more specters are entering our world. She also tells him that she had her first kiss with him, so Shinichiro has to follow and obey her for his whole life. Nishiko brings Tama to school, and Sakuya starts an argument over it out of jealousy. Meanwhile, a bunch of specter rats attack the girls' locker room. Shinichiro and others follow the rats outside the school but fall inside a pit. It leads them to an underground nest where the rats have been living the whole time. Sakuya falls unconscious due to her fear of rats, while Tama is low on life force. Shinichiro risks his own life to give Tama life force through a kiss, which makes her powerful enough to beat the rat's spirit. Later, Nishiko states that Shinichiro has a tremendous amount of life force and won't run out of it if he gives it to others. She also believes that Shinichiro's power can help Sakuya seal spirits. Sakuya suggests Tama to get another name because she can't use her secret name all the time. So Shinichiro calls her Tomato. Nishiko tells Shinichiro to move in with Sakuya so he doesn't have to make a daily trip. While fighting a specter tree with Sakuya, Shinichiro gets to meet her cousin, Suzuri Shimazu, and her assistant, Matsuri Soma. They tell Sakuya they came to help her, but she doesn't seem to like them much. Sakuya is the temporary head of the family, and there will be a competition between her and Suzuri for the title. Suzuri wants to take Shinichiro with him, but Sakuya refuses, so she abducts Shinichiro while he was taking a bath. Unfortunately, on their way, they get attacked by a specter who takes them to another world. Suzuri asks for Shiny Karu's health, but before he can, Sakuya and others come over. The specter captures them all in a car. Shiny Karu kisses Sakuya to give her the power to defeat the specter. Returning to their world after rejection, Suzuri decides to leave, saying Sakuya is selfish. However, Sakuya tells her that she left the family mansion to prove how strong she is. Meanwhile, someone is keeping an eye on them and planning to take Sakuya's life. Suzuri transfers to Shiny Karu's school the next morning. She tells Sakuya that she's there for Shiny Karu, but she's also there because someone might be inviting specters from the other world. This person is likely a Western mage. Suzuri suspects Sakuya because she didn't tell the Shimazu family about this. This makes Sakuya angry, and she hits Suzuri. Suddenly, an undead samurai specter appears in the city. Suzuri decides to handle it herself, resulting in the deaths of the people sent to fight the samurai. Sakuya gets angry over this recklessness and rushes over to help. While fighting, Sakuya concludes that the samurai is not a specter but a golem from a Western mage. They plan to distract the golem so they can get the helmet of the samurai and change the word written inside it. This way, they can break the spell. The Western mage they are looking for is close by. She tricks Sakuya into holding a cursed sword. This makes Sakuya attack Shiny Karu while the mage watches. Suzuri suggests killing Sakuya to save Shiny Karu, but he doesn't agree. Sakuya manages to pin Shiny Karu down as she pushes the katana towards him. He bites it and finds out the sword's name using his spiritual power. He throws the sword away and breaks the spell on Sakuya. The mage retreats with a warning that she will come back soon. Meishiko suggests they can beat the Western mage by using Shinakaru's Eye of Truth. This is his ability to know someone's real name if their mouth touches Shinakaru. But he wonders why he didn't get Sakuya's name while he kissed her. Suzuri's mother sends over an inspection team disguised as students to search for the Western mage, while Sakuya's grandmother tells her that if she wants to be the family's head, she has to capture the Western mage with Western magic. The mage puts all students to sleep and captures the inspection team members with a wall monster. Sakuya, afraid of not becoming the head of the family, recklessly attacks the wall monster. She kills the monster but the inspection team members die in the process. She gets disappointed in herself, but Shiny Karu encourages her to save the rest of the people in danger. While searching, they find other members of the inspection team caught by a spider woman. She traps Sakuya and others and starts attacking them. The Western mage says that she wants to get revenge on the Shimazu family by torturing its members to death. Sakuya can take power from Shiny Karu, but she doesn't want him to know her real name. However, when they see no way out, Shiny Karu kisses Sakuya and calls her by her real name, Isuka. She suddenly feels a burst of power and kills the spider woman. Things are awkward between Shinakaru and Sakuya after an incident. Shiny Karu wonders why Sakuya is sad. Neishiko tells him that Sakuya can't be the family head anymore because he knows her real name now. She has to serve Shiny Karu. However, Shiny Karu believes that Sakuya won't give up easily. Shiny Karu and Sakuya go to a quiet place to talk. Sakuya tells him that her father was a Western mage. Because of this, she's hated by the Shimazu family. She grew up being called a tainted bloodline. Later, her parents disappeared while fighting a specter. She doesn't know much about them, so she wants to become the heir. She wants to prove her strengths and find her parents. Shiny Karu and Sakuya come home to find a mirror that transports them to another dimension. This mirror uses a person's negative thoughts against them, destroying their mental health. The only escape is to kill the specter inside it. The Western mage uses an illusion to manipulate Sakuya's thoughts into taking revenge on the Shimazu family. The Western mage was killed by Shimazu, and now she's using a specter with Sakuya's face to trick her into revenge. Shinakaru jumps in and convinces Sakuya that she's not selfish and evil like the mage. Then he uses the Eye of Truth to get the name of the specter. This helps Sakuya kill it, and they escape back to their own world again. Sakuya finally cries in Shiny Karu's arms. Shiny Karu promises her that they will find her parents together. Sakuya opens up to Shiny Karu and starts to develop romantic feelings for him. Shiny Kuru begins to care for her too. Meishiko brings Shiny Kuru a sword called Yashale. Now he can help Sakuya in fights. Suzuri believes it's Sakuya's fault for involving Shiny Kuru. Ichiko hears about a train incident, and they go to check it. All of the passengers were unconscious. They come across a smoke spirit specter in which all physical attacks are ineffective. Shiny Kuru suggests using the ventilation system to get rid of the smoke spirit. He uses his sword to cut through the spirit and reach the activation system. However, the smoke causes him to faint, but Sakuya performs CPR to bring him back. Meanwhile, Suzuri goes after the smoke spirit and finishes it, but her attacks on the Western mage are all in vain. The mage brings the injured Suzuri back to Shinakuru and others. When Shiny Kuru insists, the mage finally answers about her name, saying it's Isuka, given by his father. This maddens Sakuya, and she attacks the mage with all her might. Sakuya used the bow without the seal, which used up all her energy and put her in a coma. Meishiko believes Shiny Kuru can use his life force to bring back Sakuya, and she leaves it to him. Meanwhile, Suzuri goes against her mother's petition to punish Sakuya for breaking rules. She also asks the grandmother to let her perform the exorcism ritual before risking her life. Suzuri wants to spend time with Shiny Kuru. She goes shopping with him and has a great time doing things she's never done before. Sakuya is healing gradually after Shinakuru gives her life force, but Shiny Kuru suggests she should rest more. Suzuri is injured badly during the ritual because she has to perform it without help, and she chooses a powerful lighting beast to defeat. Shiny Kuru insists on joining her, even though he's not a Shimazu, and Sakuya wishes him good luck. During the fight, Shiny Kuru hurts the beast but passes out afterwards. Suzuri decides to take his life force to make herself stronger. Sakuya has always been a better fighter than Suzuri, so Suzuri's mom put her in strict training and never let her enjoy her childhood. Suzuri always envied her sister and wanted to be like her. That's why she chose the name Sakuya for herself. Suzuri tells the beast that she wants to change. She doesn't want to be the girl anymore who envies her sister and does whatever her mom says. The beast agrees to be her slave for 3 years, and Shiny Kuru names it Shuru. The Western mage is healed by her masked father, who is the one behind everything. Now he's planning an even bigger attack. He destroys holy places like shrines and churches to make Yokohama City spiritually weak. Shiny Kuru and others are still unaware of his identity. Shiny Kuru is worried that Sakuya will get angry with Isuka again because they have the same name. He tries to calm her down. Meanwhile, the only fortress left in the city is the Yama Catholic Church. Nishiko tells everyone to take part in its defense. When they reach there, Isuka has already killed all the guards. She chooses Shiny Kuru to attack first and bites over his neck. When everyone's attention diverts to Shiny Kuru, Isuka puts the church on fire. The next day, Sakuya's grandmother, Nami Shimazu, comes to reseal the bow. Nami looks younger than her age, but she's the current leader of the Shimazu family. From her, Shiny Kuru learns that Isuka is from the clan of Sakuya's father called Asahina. Nami thinks Isuka might be a homunculus because they are often used by mages. Now the Asahina family is fighting the whole Shimazu family, but Sakuya is determined to fight alone. Nami asks Shiny Kuru if he wants to stay with Sakuya or go back to his old life. Of course, he chooses to stay with Sakuya. Suddenly, Isuka comes out of Shiny Kuru's body and attacks Nami. Isuka has been waiting for this chance using Shiny Kuru's Eye of Truth. Then she summons a huge snake spirit to kill the rest of Shimazu. Seeing her grandmother get killed makes Sakuya so angry that she takes revenge on Isuka. Others try to fight the snake spirit. Fortunately, it was only Nami's puppet whom Isuka attacked. Nami is still alive and tells Shiny Kuru to take care of Sakuya, but Isuka is more powerful than they assume, as she captures Sakuya with a powerful spell. Tomato tells Shiny Kuru to go help Sakuya while they take care of the snake spirit. The spell has made Sakuya's life force fall, but Shiny Kuru catches her. The snake spirit's skin changes every time it's attacked, making it hard to destroy. On the other side, Isuka tells Shiny Kuru that her father told her to leave Sakuya to the snake, but she wants to torture and kill Sakuya herself. so she decides to set fire to the house. Shiny Kuru tries to stop her, but he gets thrown into the house with Sakuya. Sakuya apologizes to Shiny Kuru for involving him in her troubles, but Shiny Kuru tells her he's there of his own will. He's seen the kindness and love hiding inside her cold personality. No matter what happens, he'll stay by her side. Sakuya's eyes fill with love. She pulls Shiny Kuru into a passionate kiss, which empowers them. They come out of the fire ready to fight Isuka. On the other side, Suzuri plans to work together to attack the snake's regenerating scales. In this way, they succeed in defeating the snake. The death of the snake enrages Isuka even more. She attacks Sakuya more vigorously. Sakuya wants to unseal the bow and risk her life again, but Shiny Kuru stops her. They defeat Isuka by combining their power. The masked man appears, wearing Sakuya's father's ring. He grabs the doll's head and disappears while Sakuya calls him father. Even after getting home, she still thinks about her father, but she feels better when Shiny Kuru assures her of his support. Meanwhile, the story ends with the masked man creating several more homunculi like Isuka. Watch this next